around a charismatic leader or specific teachings. Cults typically demand total loyalty from their members and discourage them from questioning the leader or the group's practices. Members are often isolated from outside influences, including their families and friends, as the group seeks to control their thoughts and behaviours. While cults may seem harmless at first, they often manipulate their members and prioritise the group's goals over the well-being of individuals. Cults can take various forms, including religious, political, or self-help groups. One example of a cult is the Rajneesh movement, led by Bhagwan Shree Rajneesh in the 1980s. This group, also known as the Rajneeshis, established an isolated community in Oregon, where members followed strict rules and devoted themselves completely to the leader. The group demanded loyalty, and members were expected to put the community's goals above their own personal lives. Leaving the group or questioning its practices was discouraged. Another example is Aum Shinrikyo, a Japanese cult that rose to prominence in the 1980s and 1990s. The group attracted followers by promoting spiritual enlightenment and self-improvement, but later became known for its extreme practices. Members were required to dedicate their lives to the teachings of their leader, Shoko Asahara, often isolating themselves from their families and society to remain loyal to the group. Cults can have lasting effects on individuals and the communities around them. For individuals, cults often lead to a loss of independence and identity. Members are frequently pressured to abandon personal goals, relationships, and critical thinking to align completely with the group's beliefs. Over time, this can result in emotional and psychological harm, as members may struggle to regain a sense of self after leaving the group. On a broader scale, cults can disrupt families and communities. Families of cult members often face heartbreak and conflict as their loved ones become increasingly isolated and unwilling to engage with the outside world. Communities may also experience tension or fear when cults engage in secretive or controlling behaviour. In some cases, cults draw public scrutiny for their financial practices or their use of coercive tactics to recruit and retain members, creating mistrust between the group and society. While these effects can be significant, many former members are able to recover and rebuild their lives with the right support. Deprogramming is a crucial process for helping individuals leave cults and regain their independence. This process involves guiding former members to understand how they were influenced and controlled by the group. Therapists, counsellors, and loved ones work together to provide a safe and supportive environment where the individual can explore their experiences and reconnect with their own values and beliefs. Support groups for former cult members are also an important part of deprogramming. In these settings, individuals can share their stories with others who have faced similar challenges. Hearing from others who have successfully left cults helps former members feel less alone and more empowered to move forward. Education about the psychological tactics used by cults, such as isolation and manipulation, is also an important step in helping individuals regain control of their lives. Deprogramming not only helps former cult members recover emotionally, but also provides them with the tools they need to reintegrate into society. This process can be slow and challenging, but with patience, understanding, and consistent support, individuals can rebuild their confidence and lead fulfilling lives beyond the influence of the cult.
Day Lake, live and direct, where we ride for respect. Our gang's cult by textbook definition. Absolutely. You can attribute all of these attributes towards any gang clique that you can think of, that you can name of. If you ever been in a gang, then you know what I'm talking about. It's real. If you look at the folks and the GDs and, their signs and their ideology, the pitchfork, the star, all of those signs are aligned with occult rituals. On the Banging on Wax album cover, you see the checkerboard floor for duality, black and white, yin and yang. That's a common tool that the Illuminati uses. Gangs are a cult, man, by textbook's definition. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, but I just gave you an Amazon Prime example of why I think that gangs are cults And like I said, when you get put on, when you get initiated, that's a blood sacrifice. And back when I was growing up, you had to go do something afterwards, man. They wanted blood. If you break the rules, they want blood. You wearing these signs, you adopt a hive-like mentality. And most cults all have a hive-like mentality. Everybody answers to the leader. Everybody dresses a certain way. Everybody sings and dances to the same tune. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Are gangs cults? By textbook definition, yes, I just gave you a prime example of that. I will be dropping a part 2 upon request. We out.
Struggle got me stressing, going back and forth. I'm back and forth to court, really fun line for war. Black mama on the court, pull up the score. From the belly of the jungle, wanna take a tour? From the belly of the jungle, wanna take a tour? From the belly of the jungle, wanna take a tour? Wanna take a tour? Wanna take a tour? From the belly of the jungle, wanna take a tour? Rollers at the door, I had to flush, I had no re-up. Mama stressing about these bills, scream the blood of Jesus.